Yeah, this is kind of a big deal. Let's get into this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thanks so much for tuning in. Today's video is a big one because we're not only going to be looking at something very special, but also because I have an announcement to share with you all. And that is that I finally decided to try my hand at RC racing. Now, I've been involved with the RC hobby on and off for several years, but the one thing I've never tried is competitive RC racing. So I've decided that now is the time to delve into that world. More specifically, the 17.5 turn or stock class of two-wheel drive off-road buggy racing. As it turns out, stock buggy racing is the most popular class at the various RC tracks that are local to me. This means there's plenty of support, which makes it a great choice for anyone who's looking to get into RC racing for the first time like myself. And the car I've chosen to kickstart my journey with is this one right here. The 1/10 scale, two-wheel drive RC10 B6.3 competition grade buggy from Team Associated. The B6.3 is the latest offering from the folks at Team Associated, and it's available in two flavors. This one here is what's considered the high bite version, which is intended for use on high traction racing surfaces, like AstroTurf, carpet, and hard packed clay. The second version, called the B6.3D, the D standing for dirt, is intended for use on lower traction surfaces, like loose clay, dirt, and even grass. Truth be told, either car would have probably been suitable for me to go racing with. But I decided on the high bite version since most of the tracks around me are either hard packed clay or carpet. Besides, if I were to decide to run this car on a looser surface, it wouldn't take much to adapt this platform to work on a lower traction track. Before we get into this unboxing, let's take a quick tour around the box itself. Now, I just picked this up and the box is still factory sealed, so you guys are going to experience this unboxing with me for the first time. And I have to say, I'm super excited about this. This is my very first brand new RC from Team Associated, so I'm totally stoked to get into this. I should also mention, this is a kit, it's not a ready to run, so this will need assembly. It'll also need some additional items to finish it off, like electronics, a battery pack, wheels, tires, a motor, and a steering servo. Now, I already have everything I need to finish this, which means I'll be getting into this build almost immediately after filming this unboxing. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button if you want to follow along with the build. Now, I will admit the box of this version of the B6 is a bit lackluster when compared to previous releases. I mean, there's no box art, not even an indicator as to what version this is at first glance. I mean, it's just got a big Team Associated logo along the front, the AE logo along the bottom corner, and their slogan, Champions by Design. It isn't until you turn to one of the short sides that you'll notice a location for the price or barcode sticker indicating which of the two versions is in the box. Now, I've already removed the label with the barcode and price from this box, but it was on this side, denoting the contents as the B6.3 Team Kit and not the B6.3D version. Now on to the bottom of the box itself. We have a list of the various features of each of the two cars outlined in various languages. The left side for the B6.3 and the right side for the B6.3D. None of these are in English, so I'm not going to bother to read any of it. On this side, we see images of some of the key features of the B6.3. Things like their Octalock slipper clutch, carbon fiber steering arms, I believe the previous versions were reinforced plastic. Front and rear anti-roll bars, steel balance weights that double as trays for mounting electronics, new direct-to-chassis servo mounting system, updated carbon fiber shock towers, both front and rear with new protective covers, and an integrated cooling fan mount to keep the motor cool. On the opposite side, we have the same thing with a few additional features. Now, when I initially looked at these images, I thought they were specific to the dirt version since the B6.3D logo is in the top corner here. However, the only feature shown here so far as I can tell that's specific to the B6.3D is this one right here, which is the rod end battery brace. Everything else shown here seems to be applicable to both cars. So this side's a little bit confusing, but it's no big deal. And lastly, on this short side, we have a few more features like the new wide rear pivot arm mounts, easy access differential. I should mention the B6.3 here comes with a gear differential, while the dirt version comes with a ball differential. The 3-gear lay-down transmission, and 2-piece rear hubs with aluminum hub link mount. So now that we've had that little tour around the box, let's open this thing up and take a look at what's inside. All right, let's take a look inside. And here we have it. Let's see what we got in the box. First bag here, looks like it's all suspension components. We can see shock bodies here, components, some shock shafts there, O-ring seals. I think these are some spacers. A few more items. Ball cups as well. We have the springs. I don't know if you guys can see that through there, but there's springs in here as well. X-rings as well. So these are all. So this first bag is all devoted to the shocks. Next bag here. More ball cups and turnbuckles and a little turnbuckle tool. This looks like it's all related to the, I'm guessing these upper suspension or steering arms. Yeah, so there's that packet as well. More items here. I believe this is a battery strap. Through here we have another small turnbuckle. Not quite sure what this stuff is for. Guess we're going to learn all this when I actually get into building it. But this is in this bag. I believe this is bag number 10. What else do we have here? I believe this is a caster block, probably for the rear suspension, possibly for the front, I'm not sure. I believe these are the steering horns or steering arms. We have some hardware and some spacers and bearings. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's some bearings in here as well. So I believe this kit comes with a full set of metal bearings. Good. This is bag number 1. So it looks like bag number 7. We have some dog bones. I believe these are rear suspension blocks as well, plastic. I believe these are pins or pills, I believe. These are used for actually setting the rear suspension arms. And more hardware. We have some drive hexes. Yeah, so this is bag 7. Bag number 4, we have pills. These are all set. These are for suspension setup as well. We have some, I don't know if these are the front arms or the rear arms, but we have suspension arms. I believe these are the front. They have what looks like a bit of a gull wing sort of shape to them. I believe these are these may be front or they may be the rear arms. I'm not really sure. This is bag number 4. We have some aluminum. These are actually, this is probably rear because I believe these are pivot point supports. These are the aluminum ones, and I believe these are on the rear. So this is in bag number 4. Bag number 3, we have what I believe is largely front suspension pieces. Again, we have, I believe these are pills or inserts, aluminum axles for the front. These are, I believe these are the front uprights and the C's as well. Some metal pins. These are the steering arms. I believe these are the carbon fiber ones that are new for this kit. So this is bag number 3. What else do we have? Bag number 6 looks like it's all transmission parts. We have an aluminum plate. We have carbon fiber shock tower here. You can see through the bag right there. We have a Spur Gear cover. We have a transmission brace. We have the Octolock. I guess these are part of the slipper clutch You can also sort of see, I guess, one of the anti-roll bars right there as well. So yeah, we have a Spur Gear here. Not sure what size it is. I believe 78 tooth, I believe, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. So yeah, transmission casing as well is in here. Yeah. So this is bag number, what I'm assuming is bag number 6, which is the transmission for the car. This is bag number 2. A lot of pieces in here. This looks like front suspension arms. I believe these are the side reinforcement pieces. They actually bolt to the chassis plate itself. What else do we have? It looks like there's some foam inserts. I believe these actually go into the chassis. There's milled sections in the chassis where these things go into. A bag of fasteners. Some more aluminum pieces. These are the caps that go over. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's some caps that go over the front shock towers as well, right there. So yeah, this bag is actually pretty full with stuff. But yep, this is bag number 2. Here is the body. Now, Team Associated do actually offer a lightweight body for these cars. This is not the lightweight one. This is sort of the standard issue one. Not really sure I'm going to be going with a lightweight one. I've heard a few tales from people saying that the lightweight ones have a tendency to crack paint on even sort of the slightest impact. So I think I may be sticking with this body, at least for the time being. Here's the body. Set that off to the side. This is the rear wing. It's actually pretty nice. Not bad. It's fully marked for cutting it out. It's the rear wing. And this is the front wing, and they give you 2 of these in this kit. I think they did the same thing in the previous 6.2, but they give you 2 wings. You can sort of see it there. You cut them both out and they sit just ahead of the front shock tower. So 2 front wings. We get fluid. This is really quite nice. So we have 1 bottle of AE 5000 CST. I believe this is silicone fluid for the rear differential. We have a bottle of 45 weight shock oil. This is silicone shock oil, 45 weight. I believe the 45 weight goes in the front shocks, and 35 weight shock oil, which will probably be going in the rear shocks. Plus we have some black grease as well. Nice. So we have some really nice associated fluids. What do we have here? I believe this is a rear pivot support piece. This looks like it's made of steel. Yeah, I believe this does go on the rear suspension. Kind of packed all on its own. Bit odd, but okay. And this is the chassis plate itself. This is aircraft grade aluminum that's been hard anodized. You'll notice this one here says, let's see if we can get it so you can see it. I hope you guys can see it, but it says right there, this is plus 3 millimeters. So this is one of the key differences between the carpet or the high bite kit versus the dirt kit or the 6.3D, is that this actually comes with a 3 millimeter longer chassis versus the D, which is standard size. That 3 millimeters in length actually does add to the vehicle's stability when going around corners, which is another reason why I kind of opted for the carpet car. So this is the new chassis, and one of the key differences between this one and the previous one, the B6.2, is some additional mounting holes here and here, I believe, which are used to actually mount the servo. On the B6.2, the servo itself was actually mounted to the plastic guards that are on either side of the chassis. This, the big sort of upgrade, I think, that was made to the B6.3 is the sort of chassis mounted servo system, which I think will actually be really, really advantageous on the track. So there's the new chassis. And what else we have here? I guess bottom of the box we have some Velcro pieces, some 3M tape, what looks like a sticker sheet back in here, maybe a small pamphlet, and of course the B6.3 assembly manual, which we will be getting into when we actually get into the build series. So there we have it. That is the official unboxing of the Team Associated RC10 B6.3 that I'm going to be using to get into RC racing. So thanks very much for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed this video or found it even mildly entertaining, please consider hitting that like button. And if you want to follow along with this build, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so we can walk through this build together. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. See ya.